A king is found dead on his throne. His arms are cut open. His blood runs down black iron. And from the chair itself, a blade rises behind him like the final stroke of a sentence. No one saw who entered the room. No one could say for certain whether he was murdered, whether he took his own life, or whether the throne had judged him. Because the Iron Throne was never meant to be a beautiful thing, it was made from swords, melted by dragonfire, left jagged on purpose. And if the old stories are true, it has always punished the people least fit to sit on it. So, what is the Iron Throne? Welcome to Westeros Within, where we journey into forgotten ages, hidden legends, and ancient mysteries. Most people know the Iron Throne only from paintings, songs, or the smaller version shown on screen. But the throne described in the books is something far more monstrous. It is not really a chair at all. It is a towering mass of twisted swords, fused together into an ugly wall of steel. Blades jut from every side. Some are half melted, some still keep their edges. The steps leading up to it are uneven and dangerous. The seat is narrow, hard, and surrounded by metal points sharp enough to draw blood from a careless hand. It is enormous. It is hostile. And it was designed that way. Aegon the Conqueror ordered the Iron Throne forged from the swords of his defeated enemies, heated and fused by the fire of Balerion the Black Dread. More than 1,000 blades, taken from kings, lords, and soldiers, who bent the knee or fell before him. And when it was finished, Aegon made its purpose clear. A king should never sit easy. That was not style. That was the point. The old belief says the Iron Throne cuts the unworthy. That sounds like superstition. Until you look at the rulers, it wounded. Maegor the Cruel, one of the most brutal kings in Targaryen history, was found dead upon the throne itself, slashed by its blades, with steel at his throat and neck. Whether he was killed by another hand or died there alone, the image was powerful enough to become legend. Even in death, the throne seemed to reject him. Aerys II, the Mad King, cut himself so often on the Iron Throne that courtiers began to whisper about it. His hands were scarred. His robes were stained. The closer he came to madness, the more often the throne seemed to bite. Rhaenyra Targaryen was said to have been cut when she took the throne during the Dance of the Dragons, and her enemies used that wound as proof that even the Iron Throne did not accept her. And yet there is one king whose reign makes the legend harder to dismiss. Jaehaerys I, the Conciliator, sat the Iron Throne for decades. Wise, patient, disciplined. And the stories say it never cut him once. Whether the throne truly judged its rulers, or whether people only saw meaning in chance, the pattern was powerful enough that generations believed it. And in Westeros, belief has power of its own. To understand the Iron Throne, you have to understand Aegon. He did not build it to honor comfort. He built it to deny it. The swords melted into that throne were not ornaments. They were reminders. Every blade had belonged to someone who fought, lost, surrendered, or died. Every jagged edge was a memory of conquest. So Aegon made his kings sit on top of that history. Not on velvet, not on gold, on war. That is what the Iron Throne really is. Not a reward, but a warning. Rule is not ease. Power is not safety. A kingdom is not a prize you win and then enjoy. It is a burden made from the cost paid by other people. And the moment a ruler forgets that, the throne becomes exactly what Aegon intended it to be: sharp. But over time, that warning was forgotten. The Iron Throne stopped being a lesson and became an obsession. Families schemed for it, brothers murdered for it, kingdoms burned for it. The Dance of the Dragons, the Blackfire Rebellions, Robert's Rebellion, the War of the Five Kings. Again and again, the struggle for the throne turned ambition into catastrophe, and that may be the cruelest irony of all. The throne was forged from swords to end war. Instead, it became the reason war never truly ended. Men looked at it and saw glory, legitimacy, destiny, but those who won it rarely found peace there. Robert Baratheon fought like a storm to claim the throne and then discovered that ruling was emptier than rebellion. He said it himself in the bitterest words ever spoken about kingship. "I was never so alive as when I was winning this throne, or so dead as now that I've won it." That is the trap of the Iron Throne. The chase feels like life. The possession feels like ruin. And that is why the Iron Throne matters so much. Not because it is made of swords, not because kings sit on it, but because it reveals the truth about power. Power promises certainty, but gives anxiety. It promises greatness, but demands blood. It promises control, but makes prisoners of the people who reach for it. The Iron Throne looks like victory. In truth, it is a monument to what victory costs. Ugly, unstable, dangerous, built from the weapons of the defeated and waiting for the next ruler to believe that sitting above all those swords means they have mastered them. No throne in Westeros tells the truth more clearly. And perhaps that is the deepest irony of all. The Iron Throne was born from Dragonfire. And if the oldest visions and prophecies mean anything, it may one day die the same way. The object that began the Age of Conquest may not survive the age it created. The symbol men destroyed kingdoms to possess may prove to be temporary after all. Because in the end, the Iron Throne was never really about who sat on it. It was about what people were willing to become to reach it. And that is why it endures, even before it is touched. As metal, as myth, as warning. If you want more secrets uncovered from the world of Westeros, subscribe and stay with us. And tell me in the comments, do you think the Iron Throne was a symbol of rightful rule? Or a curse disguised as one? Westeros Within. The stories they never told you.